Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode. It's your girl Agnesita on Ghetto Stories, and with me here I have the one and only, the talented, the Blumantic. Welcome.
Glad to be here.
But hey, before we start, hey, we gonna do the
Oh, yeah?
honors.
Let's do that.
Let's do
Shout
it.
out
Let's do
Portell.
it. It's not gonna be a conversation without a lovely Portell wine.
Like I said, it's Sunday for somebody else. It's the weekend for me.
Period. That's awesome. So while he's just, being a gentleman over there, I'm just going to go ahead. Thank you, Mercy. I'm going to go ahead and just lay the questions out there for you.
I'm listening.
So let the people know a little bit about your background because from what I know, you're American, you're from Texas, but what was it like growing up? And give us a little bit of background. Cheers.
You always make sure you look someone in the eye when you toast, or you got 7 years of bad sex.
That's what I heard.
You
That's
don't want
true.
that curse.
I don't want that. No.
Growing up in Texas, I would say it was the foundation of who I am today, because I had also started my passion of music and performance in church.
No way.
Yeah, music has always been a spiritual connection for me.
Okay. Wow. I would never have known that, like, growing up, you were for like a Christian and all of that. So you were born and bred in Texas, basically. Wow, your whole life. Amazing. A fun fact is my dad actually lives in Texas now.
What city?
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
But he goes back and forth, Houston, here and there.
I got family in Houston.
So.
I would say all over Texas. We're from specifically Central Texas.
Okay, that's
I was born in a city called Temple.
Temple. Oh, that sounds very religious.
Right.
So, you moved to Poland. Amazing, right?
It's interesting.
I could see that you're savoring the taste.
I am. I'm thinking about putting raspberries in it.
Oh, I love that. It's amazing. But hey, you moved to Poland. What was the idea and the thought behind you moving from Texas to Poland? I mean, did you just wake up one day and say, hey, or there were some opportunities? Tell us, like, how did that happen?
There was some process in the middle.
Okay.
From Texas, once I graduated high school.
Okay.
There was the moment where everyone was joining the military or going to college. And I chose neither.
No way.
I went to school, but I didn't go to what you call college.
Okay.
So I went to an acting university in New York. I was auditioning in Houston.
Okay.
And I got accepted, and I went all the way to New York at the age of 18. So.
Wow, you went to an acting school. That's amazing.
Because I wanted to be an entertainer. I always wanted to perform.
Yeah.
I played sports, but sports never clicked for me. My parents were athletes.
Wow. And how was that? Like, was it your first time going to New York? The first
time. Oh, I had nobody. I didn't know anybody.
And that must have been even a difference, Texas, New York.
Oh, yeah, big difference.
And then America, Poland, Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right,
York
though.
Prepared me for Europe. New York prepared me
actually
for
true.
the world. They say if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Agreed.
It's actually very true.
I agree. Totally agree. That's true. I mean, I do know about a lot of Americans that are deployed from Texas here, like somewhere in another city in Poland, like Torun.
Poznan. I met some in Poznan.
Right. Wow. Amazing. So you came to Poland for music purposes, right? Or I don't know, personal, whatever. And you just decided, hey, this is cool. I'm going to stay.
I chose to stay after visiting for my first time.
Okay.
The lady that I was with at the time, I met and I was introduced to Poland because I've never heard of it before.
Okay.
After being homeless in New York to really take my career seriously at the age of 23, I went back to Texas and then I moved to Poland. Wow. So you see, like everything, there's a process in between that people might not really be aware of.
That's true.
Maybe it's my fault for not sharing everything.
No, but it's amazing. Like, I feel like there's always some layers to someone to you really dig in and really get to know them. Same with Poland with me. Even though I studied in Poland, at the back of my head, I was always like, oh, I'm never gonna, this is not it for me. Like, I'm still gonna move somewhere else. I moved to Sweden for masters, and then I moved all my shit back again to Poland, because I think it was in that moment that I realized, you know what, I really would want to stay here. Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
You saw the value in the city. You saw the value in the people, the network, the connections. You saw something in yourself that you thought, if I was able to grow here, or if I am able to grow here, what's the worst that can happen? Let's take the risk. I see something very valuable in the city. People always ask me, why Poland? Why Poland? And it's like, let me refract your whole question.
Rephrase.
Yeah.
Why not Poland?
Why not Poland, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Cheers to that.
And I have a lot of colleagues who are Polish, and the ones that are closest to me never asked because they see what I do. They're around me. They're with me. We're working together. We're experiencing life. We're learning a lot. We're building ideas, creating concepts, starting a business. So those people who are closest to me, they don't ask this question because they see why. And I also always want to remind people that you have to first see the value in yourself before you can try to convince other people.
That's true. And also, speaking of, the whole change and everything, were they like cultural shocks for you that you were kind of like, I'm not sure, but I mean, and I don't mean like the weather and this and that, but like, what can you like point out that you're like, that's very so Polish? It's funny.
I try to learn to find ways to describe myself without being so specific. I don't like saying black.
Okay.
I'm blue.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But as a Black American, I'm very family oriented also. But when I came to Poland, what I realized is the family connection is a lot stronger with tradition rather than it is with culture. And to differentiate that for people to understand what I mean, the traditions of the church, holidays, and the things that you experience with your family are almost obligatory. You have to do them. I know a lot of people who have to do stuff because the family says so.
I agree.
And back home, we don't have this. We're more open and free to express ourselves, to be ourselves.
And a good example is All Saints Day, like the 1st of November.
They have to go to the grave.
Yes, they literally would tell you, we have to go back home.
But I respect that. I totally do. It's just that's a cultural shock. Because when you don't have a choice to live your life the way you want to, it kind of feels confining. It's like, I'm okay with saying, I'm going to stay home today instead of going to church. Now, can I do that every Sunday? No. My mama will be like, no, get your butt up. You going to church. I get that. I respect that.
My dad too. Like, if you don't make it at 8 outside, you're going to make it to church. And I better not be at church before you. So, yeah, I agree. Okay, so speaking of dating, let's just have a little sidebar. You probably dated also Americans and you were here dating Polish. Is there any difference? Oh, there is. Please, maybe one or two. Just let us know, like, what are those, little thing that's kind of like difference, like dating an American versus dating a Polish girl.
I gotta be smooth with this, by the way.
Guys, give us grace, okay? Just lay it out there.
Pimping ain't easy, but it's somebody got to do it. No, I want to be honest and say, from my point of view as a young man, I grew up with a strong mother, right? So,
and was she single, by the way?
She was single.
She was a single mother.
She had relationships, but they weren't the ones that connected me to having a father figure.
Okay. Right. Oh, shout out to all single mothers out there.
The relationship status, the relationship level with the woman for me has always been more of a partner. I'm not looking for a mother in a woman. I have brothers and I have friends that I know personally as guys, and they're like, "Oh, I want to take care of everything," but then they also try to control the woman. They want the woman to do certain things. Now, there's a very tiny detail that's different from European women and American. Right. American women want to be independent and they want to do everything on their own. Okay. They don't see the relationship of having a man where you're both partners and you're both succeeding together in some way.
Wow. Okay.
Right? Not all.
That's true. It's just a generalization. But
generalization.
Yeah.
In Europe, there's more of a, hey, let's do this together. Or the total opposite. Take care of me.
Princess treatment.
I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. So this is the differentiation.
Got you. So there's more of a partnership in America compared to.
I'm also looking for that in the individual. So maybe these are what this is what I saw. I found it.
Okay.
But this is what I saw when I was experiencing. And I wasn't actually dating. I didn't date. Wow. I didn't have time to fucking date.
Wow.
It's the first curse word I said. Let's mark that down. First time I say
French.
But I didn't have time to be dating. I don't,
because you were like really focused on your grind. Shit. Yeah, you're like, focused on your hustle.
And if I'm with you right now, wherever we're going after this, it's gonna be mostly based on what work you give. I'm a Capricorn. Like you got to do something, okay?
Oh,
I'm just saying.
My brother's a
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
You gotta put in work.
Oh, I love that.
If I'm not putting in work, then yes, I will blame myself all the time.
Agreed.
But I want us to grow together, evolve together, and learn together and experience together. I want you to have your own thing as much as I have my own thing.
Yeah.
But our own thing is ours and nobody else's business.
That's
so
true.
This is what I'm saying. It's like
it's giving us against the world.
There we go. Exactly.
I love that. I love that. Well, cheers to that. Well, next question. I'm a little bit curious. Do you have any like deal breakers in a relationship, or a deal breaker? It can just be one that you kind of feel like, if this happens, I'm out. Like there's no going back. You know, some people might consider cheating. Some people might consider loyalty.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. But we gotta be clear of what level of the relationship we're talking. Are we talking marriage or are we talking girlfriend?
Ooh.
It's two different levels.
Okay.
Once the ring is on your finger, the game has changed. Totally.
Wow. Okay, so tell me what deal breaker you would in a relationship, and would you still hold it up to the same standard if you were in a marriage? Okay, say cheating, for example. How do you view that?
That's betrayal.
Okay.
It's not cheating.
So
it's betrayal. Let's be very clear what that is. Because the other thing is they say men do it. And it's like, you can't say men or women do anything. Humans, we do this. And why is that? How can you stand there in front of all your family and friends and say, I do, and later don't? All right, I'm just saying. Y'all all check that out.
Okay, but let's say this kind of cheating wasn't so black and white. Let's say it was gray. I'm giving you a scenario. Let's say a girl was like, I was in the club, I was drunk.
I don't have that problem.
So it would still be the same. In a relationship, you would break up and you walk away. But if you were in a marriage, you had kids, would you still like,
let's... My dear, I don't have that problem. You laughing, girl. Ain't no girlfriend that cheat on me.
You be out the door.
No, but she not, because I'm that guy.
Oh, wow.
I'm him. I'm from the Himalayas. I am Himothy. I'm putting in work.
So he's basically
I'm genuinely being truly honest. I've never
had someone cheat on you in the past?
Hell no. And if she did, I didn't know. So that means that she didn't cheat because I didn't find out.
That's a good one.
But no, seriously, for me,
out of sight, out of mind. You're right, though. You're right. And
let's just be real.
We do have smart.
Hey, if I don't find out, shorty,
then we good. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm different from you because I go digging into the Pandora box.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And I've heard that just don't do it, because if you go searching, you will find it.
You will find it.
Ooh, you ain't gonna like it.
Deal breaker for me mostly comes with communication.
Okay.
Whatever. Because I'm a solution-oriented person.
Okay.
And if we are in a relationship, whether it's marriage or girlfriend, a girlfriend is like, yeah, whatever, you fucked up, or I fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm very, whatever. We're friends. No? Cool.
Yeah,
I got shit to do.
Right.
But if we're really, really in there, and that ring and that commitment is there, communication. If you can't communicate, oh, babe, you're not giving me attention. I'm very hyper-focused. I might forget that you was beautiful today. And I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I ignored you.
You might forget, or but you just forgot to tell her. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
And I know this. But if you don't communicate to me and say, hey, look, hey, mister, I want my attention, and I'm going to say, oh, my bad, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Just communicate.
So you refocus rather than just bottling it up inside.
That's it. Yeah. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you.
You're right.
And then we're going to talk about it, and we're going to figure it out.
Let's kind of now shift the focus off of dating for now and come back to why we really are here, Blumantic's talents. So speaking of music, where did that, you kind of already said it came from church, growing up and all of that. But high school, you really thought, I'm going to take this seriously.
High school, I started acting more. I was in theater.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I was a choreographer at the age of 16, 17.
Wow.
Yep. I was choreographer. I had my own dance crew. And then also I was hired by the theater to do choreography.
I love that. So where did that, you know what, I'm going to take my singing from passion and I'm going to like make it a reality. Because you don't do too much acting here in Poland. You're mostly known for like music, no way.
Yeah, I have a nice little resume.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not something I focus on.
Okay.
And right now, I was just talking
It's
to
the
Louizer about
Blumantic.
that.
He's the MC. Like, you are such a hype man. I kid you not, guys. Like, whichever event you go and Blumantic is hosting, just know you're gonna have the best time of your life. Like,
you heard that, right?
And how did you tap into that hype version of you? Were you always like that growing up?
That's the me. That's the me that puts all of my gifts of entertainment into one piece. Because as a master of ceremony, first of all, there is an elegance.
That's true.
To that, there's an elegance to that.
That's
right.
True. Yeah.
I mean, the MC is also the title for a rapper or hip hop artist, but the MC in general is to control the crowd, the audience, the situation. I'm rhyming in the sense, right?
Yes.
I'm hosting in the sense,
yes.
But I'm also acting. There are moments where I change my voice, where I create a joke. I'm a comedian now, right? And as an entertainer, I might dance with people in the middle of the party, and I tap into all of it. In that one time.
And are you like this in real life?
Yeah, this is what's crazy. I am like that in real life.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Depends. It depends on what the situation is.
Like if you're home with your lady, with whoever, wow, that's amazing. But so the fun never ends.
It ends.
But do you have times where you're kind of like, as a Capricorn, I really need my time to myself? Yeah, because I'm the same as an Aquarius. I'm very extroverted out there, but there's sometimes I'm just, like I need to recharge. Yes. Wow, I love that. Okay, so from all your music, I've listened to a few, and amazing, by the way. Yes. And my favorite album is the, what is it called?
What color is it? That's the best one to remember.
No. I think it was the ones with different kind of phobias. Fear tactics. Yes, we're gonna come back to that one. So I really like that because the concept was genius. But for you, how what's your favorite album? Let's see.
It's Fear Tactics.
It's wow.
Yeah. Okay, now I don't really have a good understanding of.
And where did that concept come from? You had so many phobias. I was like, wow.
I'll break it down. My favorite album is still Sanctuary, because that was the first time that I introduced myself as an artist and understood what my sound was.
Okay.
For so many years, everyone's like, oh, do an album. I am very patient with my process as an artist. Okay. It took me 8 years before I even made a full album.
Wow.
But Fear Tactics, why it's like a personal favorite. Me and my boy Elmo were in the studio and we did one track. We were listening to certain sounds. We were in a certain mood. And that's when 2020, the Ukrainian war, that started 2021, 22? Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then the COVID, and then all the things that they were putting in the media, and all the people around me, conversations were happening. By the way, this is advice to any artist. Take your headphones off your fucking ears and listen to the world. This is how you get content, and this is how you can create.
Inspirations and all that. Okay.
Everyone is in fear. They're trying to convince me, oh, are you okay? Are you safe? And I'm like, I'm listening to all this fear. And I thought to myself, what do I fear? I was like, shit. I was like, I know what I fear. I fear not being successful. I fear this, I fear that. So I started digging within my own.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what, bro? Let's do a whole album and let's conceptualize it where every fear we teach people of a phobia, and we make that song about that phobia. And I reflect, personify the idea of fear.
Genius.
The oldest emotion in history is fear. It's not even love, it's fear. So then I start doing research. I start digging. And this is the thing about being a part of projects. You go find information that you never knew before.
That's true. It's kind of even nicer to know that artists, they do their research and things, and you go dig in and stuff, and you find out even things that maybe you weren't even aware of before. And wow, that's amazing. Okay, so if you were ever to work with an artist, or say a producer, I don't know how you really love your artistry, who would it be? Like someone that you maybe kind of like look up to or inspires? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's a good one. Amazing. All right. All right.
Wait.
Okay.
Only one?
Oh, more. Okay, please lay it out there.
I'm really calculating right now.
You're like, hey, just in case you get it out there. Manifestation.
I mean, nah. I'll run into Kanye. I don't want to work with Kanye. I'll run into him. I'm trying to think. Because you have to understand, I'm looking at people from my industry. Mm-hmm. But there's like artists from Japan that I started studying in fashion. I'm like, man, I just want to meet that person. Wow. And do something. Okay. I can't remember names though. This is very difficult for me to remember names, faces, or concepts. I can remember, but let's stick with Mos Def for now.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay. Also, I know that you're into jazz, hip hop, and rap. Mm-hmm. So, if you were to pick one genre, what would it be? Like, what genre are you most? Wow. Okay, I can kind of see you in this jazzy vibe. Yeah. Okay.
Even dressed like this.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. Any advice for people out there, young kids out there who are trying to make it out in the industry or who want to, put their passion and make it a reality for them? Like, what would be the one or two top advice that you tell people? Well, take off your freaking headphones and pay attention to the world. Yes.
Listen.
Listen. Yeah.
If you have a passion and there's something you really want to do, first you have to be serious about it within yourself, because I think that we have a generation with this technology where everyone wants something easy. Right. And we forget that if you really want something, it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take dedication. We hear that all the time. We hear all these, speakers and people trying to motivate us. But the truth is, if you have a passion, be serious about it. Mm-hmm. Okay, be committed. You also have to be a little delusional.
Consistency. Oh, okay. So dream big.
Yeah, you have to be a little within yourself. The second thing is make sure your surroundings with your people are nurturing.
That can get you.
Make sure you're nurtured. Make sure there's people around you who know things you don't know, or who can help you in places you can't be helped.
They pour in water on you, not just take out of you.
There you go.
I love that.
Exactly. So your surroundings. And then the next one after that, consistency. Okay. That commitment that you have to eat the whole plate of food when you're hungry should be the same when you're committed to doing what you're doing. Bring value to the world. Wow. Stop expecting the world to value you and you're not bringing anything.
Ooh, that's a gem right there. Cheers to that. Yeah, cool. Ooh, I love that. Oh my goodness. So there's also something being your friend that I've really noticed.
We're friends.
Exude. Yes, we are. So I've always noticed that, you exude this spiritual persona about yourself. And are you always like this? Because also, I know you're a lady and she's in this yoga spirituality. Before you met each other, were you always the spiritual person? Always. Or you were with her and then
always?
Wow. So you guys, it brought you guys together. This wow. Amazing. I love that. Okay. I love that. Well, shout out to Miss Rose. Okay, so kind of piggyback on that aspect. What is your daily mantra? Like, what do you live by on a daily?
For now, what's really keeping my mind healthy and my heart safe and my soul comfortable. Yeah. Bees don't waste time explaining to flies that honey is better than shit.
Ooh. Please. One more time for the people at the back.
Didn't hear it? You want to repeat myself?
Again. Yes, please.
The mantra I live by daily for now at this moment that keeps me well balanced. Bees don't waste time explaining to flies that honey is better than shit. So if people want to fly around something and you don't think that it's good, let them eat that shit. Let them have it. You want honey though? It's gonna take work, sweetheart. Okay? Wow. Because bees are continuously working together. That's how we're gonna do that here in Warsaw. Okay.
Okay. I love that. Well, Hey, I feel like enough said. On that note,
You shouldn't have gave me no goddamn wine. That's your fault.
That was amazing. Right, there's no way to top that off. So, guys, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have you, the Blumantic. Please do find.
I appreciate you.
I adore you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on here. On that note, please do find Blumantic. Follow his work and his artistry on Instagram, the Blumantic, or even Google him. Hey, the Blumantic.
Yeah, I put in that much work.
Find a lot on him. Yeah. So thank you so much. And that's all for today. It's your girl Agnesita signing out. Bye. Thank you so much, Portell, for sponsoring this video. You can catch them on Instagram at PortellPL. And one fun fact I can tell you about Portell is it's imported from Spain and they go as back in the years as 2015. Thank you so much once again. Cheers. Welcome to the fashion section. How do you look good without breaking the bank? Well, here is one way. Today, the total look is from Zara. I love the boots, by the way. And the jewelries are from Heartbeat Jewelry, styled by the one and only Krystyna Hannon.